Howdy there, folks. I'm Gene of RPG, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy I, the Pixel Remastered Edition. Last time, we finally took care of the second of the Great Fiends, or whatever their titles are. We took care of the Fiend of Fire, and now we're gonna head back over here towards Onrak, and we're gonna technically do something I could have done before we went to the Fire Fiend volcano. Although, come to think of it, I should probably rest first. We're going to take care of something that I was debating on doing before taking on the volcano, but I figured we were way more than powerful enough. But we're going to go ahead and do it now. So, we want to follow this river. As I was saying, with our canoe up until we reach the waterfall. And then go into the waterfall cavern, where there's mummies! And king mummies! You know what? I haven't actually seen it yet. Let's use Diaja here. Assuming Betty gets to go first. Oh no. Well, too bad. But yeah, technically we're not supposed to come here until a little later. Though the enemies here are really nothing all that spectacular. In fact, we've actually seen most of them before. I don't think there's anything up this way. I don't believe. And no, there's not. Oh, well, here's a new enemy, the Green Dragon. I like this dragon sprite better than the other one. That said, it's just a dragon. As you can see, I believe it's technically a little tougher than the red dragon. Gives better EXP and money, I know that. But, yeah, it's seriously nothing we can't take on. Then again, I'm going to be saying that for almost every single enemy in the game from this point on. Yeah, the rest of the game's going to fly by pretty quickly. It's going to fly by pretty quickly, and much like I said towards the beginning of this game, Final Fantasy I's difficulty is very, very front-loaded. But anyway, I guess this is the closest thing to a boss that's in here. I guess. Just this random assortment of mummies and birds. But we have Pyrolisks, Cockatrices, King Mummy, and 2 mummies. That said, we're gonna... You know what? Let's use Holy here instead of Diaja. I do love Holy. Even though it's not actually Holy Elemental in this game. It's technically non-elemental. Because there is no Holy Element. But here we have a Wizard Staff. The Wizard Staff, if you use it as an item in battle, it casts the spell Confuse. I mean, it's okay. We're going to go ahead and just equip it onto Ted, because I'm never going to use it in battle. A Ribbon. The Ribbon is fantastic headwear that I believe anybody can equip. It guards against elemental attacks and status effects. And it's pretty swell. We're going to go ahead and put that onto Bobby because he doesn't have anything on his head. Despite having that awesome, awesome hat on. Some money. And the Defender. The Defender being a sword that Billy can equip. And it's stronger than the Ice Brand. Yeah, Bobby can equip it as well. We're going to go ahead and put it on Billy, though. When you use it as an item in battle, it casts the spell Blink, which raises the wearer's evasion. But much like the wizard staff, I'm not going to be using it in battle. The main reason we came here, though, I guess from a story standpoint, I really just wanted the defender sword. But from a story standpoint, is to talk to this thing. I have been waiting. Take this cube. Tiamat Flying Fortress, please. Jumping the gun a bit, but we got the warp cube. We will need this for, well, the 4th fiend, but we haven't even dealt with the 3rd fiend yet. Thanks, robot guy. So now that we've gotten the warp cube from there, as well as the defender sword, which is the real reason I wanted to go there, to be perfectly honest, we're not done yet over here, because you might remember that somebody in that town last time said something about a person in part of the caravan having something strange for sale. Somebody who's part of the caravan having something strange for sale, and I think we should go and take a look at that. And you'll note that this patch of desert's very suspicious, right? It's surrounded by green in the middle of it. It's weird. But this is where the caravan is located. And here we can get a bottled fairy. A bottle containing a fairy. I'd say this is another Zelda reference, much like the tombstone saying, "Here lies Link," but this is actually before the Zelda series had fairies in bottles. So, I don't think it is. I think it's just a fairy in a jar. But yes, we purchased a fairy in a bottle for 40,000 gil. We totally got ripped off. Now though, let's actually go to Onrak. I think that's the name of the town. Ha, it is. It's a dumb name. Let's go ahead and buy some supplies while we're here. Alright, I bought a ton of potions and ethers and all that jazz. So we're pretty good to go. Anyway, an area that I didn't actually look at when we were here because, well, there was no reason to yet, is over here to the east. Hi there. Hi, my name's Copy. Copy? Huh? You want to hear about the shining object I saw? I think it fell somewhere near the waterfall to the north. No one believes me, but I think it was some kind of mechanical creature. Oh, it was. I believe you. And yes, that is your hint to go and check out the waterfall. Hi. I wanted to save the mermaids living on the seafloor, so I made this submarine out of a barrel. Okay. But when I went underwater, I started running out of air. I couldn't breathe. It's totally useless. Even worse, it's dangerous. You better keep away. Well, that's unfortunate. Because evidently the shrine that has the water fiend sank, if you recall. Yeah, this guy. I think... No, it wasn't him. Someone else in town told us. I know they did. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. No, you're crazy, buddy. But yeah, we need to find... That barrel's the only thing that seems to be our way of getting to the water shrine. We need to figure out how to breathe underwater. We don't have any magic spells that'll let us do that. Let's go ahead and rest. And apparently we're filthy. Long ago, an ancient race known as the Sky People, okay, used a language called Lufinian. My brother, Un, hey, we know that guy, would always tell me how he'd figure out how to speak it if he only had the Rosetta Stone. The sunken shrine is said to be filled with riches, silver, gold, diamonds, even tablets describing lost languages and civilizations, if you believe the legends. Well, we'll find out soon enough. Soon enough. Alright, but we need to figure out... Actually, I think these are new enemies. Manticores. They're stronger Sphinx enemies. That's it. They're tougher Sphinx enemies. And they're ranning away from us. Yes, they're ranning away. I catch myself doing that with so many words, and the worst is when I'm at work and stuff. Freaking labsters. Anyway, as I was saying, we need to find out a way to where we can breathe while we ride in the barrel. And I'm coming up blank. So for now, why don't we head to this town here, which is Gaia. We've already been here. But apparently this is where the fairy wanted to go. Alright, I do believe we're fine on spells at this point. Well, we know the guy's name. Hi. I caught the fairy, so I figured she's mine to do with it as I please. What's the big deal? So I sold her to the caravan. So what? Okay. Well, we already bought her, and she's back now. Yeah, she's right here. Very much reminiscent of a fairy fountain.
You're the ones who rescued me from that bottle. I'm sorry about running away, but I was just so scared. I'll get you some Oxyale from the bottom of the spring to make up for it, okay?
Ah, she's gonna get us Oxyale. If you recall, that's the liquid, I think it's booze, that lets us breathe underwater. Not really sure how that works exactly, but whatever, it's magic.
Air will flow out of that water for as long as you have it.
Well, spiffy. Now, we can go back to Onrak. And now that we're back in Onrak, we can go ahead and use that barrel and head to the sunken shrine. You have Oxyale. You are the ones we've been waiting for. We've? Are there more than one of you here? Please, save the mermaids! How are you doing that? Oh my. Evidently she was a ghost. Well, we'll try to save the mermaids. So let's hop in the barrel. Yeah, let's take the barrel. To the sunken shrine, our third crystal dungeon, as it were. Here we have sea trolls and sea scorpions. So, I feel like it's kind of a no-brainer thing. Almost everything down here is weak to electric, or I'm sorry, weak to lightning. I mean, a good smack from a sword does the job well enough too, but yeah, almost everything is weak to lightning, so the gauntlets work especially well down here. Water Naga, which uses Thundara. Huh. I was not expecting that. Now, this dungeon's pretty big. White sharks. These are just stronger variations of sharks. And they can fly, kind of like Gyarados. I do love Gyarados. As I was saying, though, this dungeon's actually pretty large, so we're not going to be getting it done in this one sitting today. Primarily because I don't want the part going on forever. Alright, but another new enemy, Water Elemental. I don't think they actually do any kind of elemental attack, but I do know they hit relatively hard with their physical attacks. They are weak to lightning, even though we're not really getting to see that. Alright, so no matter what, I highly recommend that you start by... Alright, well, another new enemy, Sea Snake! It's a sea snake. That's it. It's a sea snake, I mean... I do believe it can poison you, though, much like the sea scorpions can. Anyway, no matter what, I recommend starting by taking this staircase when you first come here, because this will take you towards the mermaids. And this is an important distinction, because it is actually very possible to not take this path first and go to the left, take care of the water fiend, and then warp out of here and not know what to do. That's what happened to me my first time playing. I went to the left first, because I have a tendency to go left first before right in video games. It's just... I don't know why, it's just my mindset. Ghosts! Yeah, there's also undead enemies down here. That said, I think these are some of the only enemies down here that are not weak to lightning. They're weak to fire. I mean, lightning will still hurt them, it's just fire does more. Anyway, yeah, and I got stuck because I had no idea what to do next after finishing this dungeon. And it took me an embarrassingly long time to find out that, oh wait, there's a whole other path. Because to proceed beyond beyond the third fiend in the game, the third crystal, you have to go to where the mermaids are. Ooh, diamond armor, that's swanky. Aw, I was hopeful. So, diamond armor is higher defense than ice or fire, and it also reduces damage you take from lightning elemental attacks. The heightened defense is really the nice thing, so we're going to go ahead and put that on. And, yeah. That's pretty swell. Alright, let's see. Well, okay, this is a new enemy, the Sahuagin Prince. It is a stronger rendition of the Sahuagin Chief enemies. Also weak to lightning, though. I don't think there's anything to make it stand out beyond just having higher stats. Oh, see, now that Sahuagin had the right idea. It tried to run away. Because all of them are going to die here in a second. No, really, the gauntlets are so good. A light axe. Alright, well that is a weapon that we can equip, though it's not a very powerful weapon, honestly. I mean, it's not bad, but the real thing that makes it nice is that it casts Diaro when you use it in battle. Not as great as the gauntlets, or another item we're going to get in here, but still useful because there are plenty of undead in this game. So that's pretty spiffy. The Mage's Staff is much better than the Wizard's Staff, believe it or not. Maybe not in terms of power, but when you use it in battle, it casts Fyra. So yes, now we have the access to Thundara and Fyra simply by using items. And this is a prime example of where the Light Axe plus the Mage's Staff would works very well, because, well, undead enemies are weak to fire, and there's also susceptible to Diara. So yeah, I think the Mage's Staff is much better than the Light Axe, obviously, because, well, Fyra's technically just an all-around better spell. But both are useful enough. 12,350 gil in that chest. But here we go. This is the floor that has the mermaids. Hi there.
Oh, my prayers have been answered.
Okay.
If the light of the sea is lost, we will turn into sea foam and vanish forever.
Isn't the sea a very dark place? Well, either way, we got some money and a diamond armlet. I want to go ahead and put that onto Bobby, because it's got better defense than the ruby armlet, and he kind of needs it. He's actually pretty frail, all things considered. I don't believe that protects against lightning. Yeah, it doesn't protect against lightning elemental attacks, unfortunately, like the diamond armor does.
One of our friends went to see the world above and hasn't returned. I wonder what she's doing now. I do hope she's alright.
So I think it's either the lady who died, it's most likely her, the ghost lady who was guarding the barrel, or it's the lady who was fascinated by the fact that she had legs.
You can breathe underwater? How?
How? I have magical booze. Some more money, that's nice.
Save the sea. Save the sea. Restore light to the water crystal.
Okay, thanks. Helpful. Hi there.
Are those crystals the legends? Are those the crystals the legends speak of? Just who are you?
I'm Billy. This here's Bobby. This here's Betty. And this is Ted. This is the uppermost level of the shrine. The Kraken, the Fiend of Water, nests on its lowest level. Yes, so we have to go all the way down. And like I said, it's very possible to fight and kill the Water Fiend and not even realize that you can come up here, and you have to come up here. How? You're a mermaid. How did you see this? That doesn't make sense. Hey, an antidote. While the Fiend of Water lives, the light of the sea grows ever darker. Again, I'm pretty sure the ocean's a pretty dark place. A diamond shield. It does exactly what you think it does. But it does have much better defense, and so at this point, I'd rather have the defense. Though I do wish I could have that defense and have one of the other elemental protections, but oh well. That's what the spells like Null Blaze, Null Shock, Null Frost are for. 5,000 gil, very nice. Very nice. I like money. Yeah, okay. 10,000 gil, notably less gil. There's a joke in here somewhere. We're talking to mermaids and stuff, and we're finding gil. Alright, so a thing to know is that this floor loops, so by going all the way left, we're now all the way to the right. A diamond helm, diamond gloves, and the actual thing that you need to get from here, the Rosetta Stone. Without that, you will not be able to progress beyond defeating beyond the point after you've defeated the water fiend. You'd have to come back here and and get the Rosetta Stone. And again, it took an embarrassingly long time for me to realize that that's what you had to do. Anyway, though, the Diamond Helm once again does exactly what you think. Just although in this case it's just higher defense, and I believe it's the same for the... Oh no, the Diamond Gloves are the same defense as the Protect Ring, but the Protect Ring guards against instant death, and that's phenomenal. Anyway, though, folks, I believe that is it for this time of Final Fantasy, the Pixel Remastered Edition. Next time, we're going to go ahead and finish off the Water Shrine. I'm Gene of RPG, and I'll see you guys then.